What up, Panther Nation, Pantherologists, and Black Cat Panthers? Appreciate everyone joining the live stream. Of course, you've got the Black Cat Panther podcast in the building, and of course, I'm in their building as well. So we're just kind of sharing each other's buildings. So appreciate everyone joining the live stream. Make sure you pound that like button, and in the other words for the Black Cat Panther podcast, make sure you wipe your feet before you get in the building. All right. So make sure you smash that like button like Hulk smash, and we got a great show for you today.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm so excited, man. It's game day, Clay. Let's get it. Excuse my French.
Let's get it.
I don't let these other gentlemen in here.
Hey, this is what you've been waiting on.
All off season. Today is the day. Look, I'm feeling it. The energy is in the air. We going to Mercedes-Benz, and I can't wait to get a win. Let's get it.
Hopefully, we walk out of there with a Mercedes as well.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, well, guys, y'all know these guys. You got Q, Goat, Pop, Jay from the Black Cat Panther podcast. No introductions are really needed for them. Y'all know who they are, right? So we're gonna get right into it. So Q, why don't you start us off?
Oh man. Number one, let's do a temperature check, man. How everybody feeling today? What's the room like for everybody today, man?
I guess for me, I don't want to be the dooms guy, but I got some worries, some concerns, and I don't know what direction we headed to, but man, I hope we pull off the dub today.
The temperature is hot, bro. It's hot. You know what I mean? I did not sleep well, guys. I really didn't. And I'm sure there's some other people just like me that didn't sleep very well, bro. So the temperature's hot, man, because we got some unknowns and we got some challenges on both ends of the ball. So yeah.
Yeah, Pop just took my heat. It's hot. It's hot. Frying pan hot. Fish grease hot. You know what I mean? It's hot. We got a lot of concerns. Guys just coming pretty much off of IR pup list. Little bumps and bruises. A whole wide receiver was nicked up at some point. And the elephant in the room, how does his mind state go into a game with a franchise or organization that's played around with him? Let's wait for the Nick Bosa deal. Nick Bosa, San Francisco, they signed their deal, and we're still, something is still going on over here. So hot, Q, hot, Clay, hot, fellas, hot.
Come on, Clay. How you feeling, Bubba?
I got a mixture of emotions over here. I got a mixture. Like, I'm pissed off because like Brian Burns hasn't get signed, but I'm happy that he's playing, right? Like, because at least
that's all. Yes. Yes.
Hold on. He
is
be
playing
though.
we got the report just now. He is playing. David Newton just put that out there.
Let go. Yeah. All right. Game time. All right. Hey, look, I wanted to warn y'all just in case, because I haven't seen it came up yet.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, he's playing. Every day he's playing.
Yeah.
Playing. But how is his mind state though? How's his mind state?
Oh, god damn, Go. Come on, don't start this off.
I can't read the man's mind. I ain't got no telekinesis powers.
Yeah, but Clay. You go to work and you go. I mean, let's put this just in our shoes, in layman's term shoes, and the average man. If you go in there and you've been looking for a raise, you know you up for promotion, you don't get it. How you gonna feel, bro, going into them doors every day?
I'm feeling somewhere. That's just me.
Yeah, but I think his mindset though is not part of his mindset's probably like that, but also part of his mindset that is that he still has a job to do and that he doesn't want to let the team down either. Like that's also him. Like he's one of those. He's still a team guy at the end of the day, right? Like he still has been showing up. He's still been suiting up. He's still doing the things that he's supposed to be doing, right? Which even makes him more of a franchise guy in that aspect of things because
Yeah.
even when he said it himself, if you do good things happen to you. So, and that's the things that he's doing. He's still doing the right things. And yes, he deserves to get paid. Don't get me wrong. He just we need to sign him, give him his money, call it a day. But his mindset is still that I've got to be that dog at the end of the day, and I've got to help this team win.
Now, excuse me real quick. Now, Clay, talking to my extensions, I told them, I said, look, this man loves football, y'all. He bleeds black and blue. We was asking each other, did we believe he gonna play? And within everything in my heart, I said, yeah, that man gonna play, bro. I mean, whether he's underneath the check, but I was trying to tell them my mind state of how I think he's thinking. He hasn't hit the big check yet. So him sitting out is a little bit different. You know what I mean? I think he's not built or wired that way to sit out. He's just not. Because there's no way you still coming to the stadium. You're still working out. You're in all the meetings. And like I said, that's the last person you need to worry about who's going out to practice. He don't need to practice. He already good.
No, absolutely. I think his mindset is just still at the end of the day that he just wants to be here for the team, right? Like it's just you got to, right? I mean, it's like he knows that without them, and he probably because he's good enough to know this, but he knows that our pass. I sound like a broken record player, but it's like I said it the other day on my show. It's like our pass rush without Brian Burns is about as shallow as a kiddie pool. I mean, it's true. I mean, it's
That's
literally
true.
if you look at our lineup, it's really, really shallow when it comes and without him, especially in the first game of the season, that you got to treat it like a playoff game because it is a division rival. So, without him, it would be a mess. It would be a mess. So I'm glad he's playing. I appreciate him even going out there. The fact that he's going out there with all this craziness going on, that he's still going out there and playing. So that's that. At least that's some good news. I'm just ready for this whole Brian Burns contract ordeal to just be done and over with because I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm tired of talking about it. I'm tired of talking about it. I'm so tired of talking about it. I'm just done.
Same here.
So
I agree.
Over it. Yeah, because like y'all just said, man, we sit here, we say he bleeds black and blue. The man comes out there, he's a team guy, this and that. All the boxes is checked. That's who you want in your locker room. That's you put a C on his chest for a reason. Just
Yes,
Thursday.
sir.
So
Gotta show him that respect.
I need to know what the problem is by the organization. I mean, I'm not understanding it. That's the only. It just baffles me. So I'm not getting it. That's all I can say. I can't even put it into words. I'm just not getting it.
Well, I got a question for Jay. Because Jay loves Shaq Thompson. Jay, should we now listen to Shaq Thompson? Because he called it earlier. He said it. He better be there. He's one of the guys. And look, it came into fruition. Should we start listening to Shaq Thompson more often, brother Jay?
See now, what you pop, you cap there. I hope I can't even get my words out. I hope people don't, believe what you just said. Now, I dislike the F out of Shaq Thompson. He should get his nose out of contract talk because he milked the team pretty good since he been here. I'm gonna just leave it there. He just need to keep his nose out of contract conversation.
I have to agree with Jay a little bit there. I have to because because he milked it out of just because of Thomas and Keegley, hyping him up to the organization. So
yeah. He milked that for a good 8-9 years. We kept
Mm-hmm.
waiting for Shaq to pop, and I'm still waiting for him in year 9, going on 10. So
Mhm.
I'll be dead before he have a good Pro Bowl season. I'll be dead.
Yeah. Yeah. So let's move into the next topic, boys. So how important is it to you guys that Bryce Young, kind of gets himself going, or like really kind of like shows himself in this game, like gets himself going? Like, what's the key to him today? Really getting himself going, getting this offense on the field, and drives. Like, what do you think will be the keys to him producing today?
Okay, all right. I'll jump on that. Number one, you got to hit the ground running for any rookie in his first game. He gonna have nerves. I know they like to think that Bryce Young is a robot, but he's still a rookie. He's still a man. He's going to be nervous today in his first game. So hit the ground running. Do a couple of handoffs to Miles Sanders to get him get the nerves going down, and then from there, my expectations for Bryce Young is to let the game come to him. Don't try to overdo anything. Don't let your emotions get the best of you. In your first game, look, if it's not there, Miles Sanders will be in the flat. Thielen will be coming across the middle. Find one of those two guys and make sure you look for Hayden Hurst as well. We need to make sure we minimize mistakes in this game. And Bryce Young, with you being a rookie, the best way to do it is just take what the defense gives to you.
Yeah.
Yep. You took those words dead out my mouth. The run game, the run game, the run game. We was on Wolf Show, and that was told to me that we were 10th last year with a Deontay Foreman who didn't play 5 or 6 games the beginning of the season. So you take Miles Sanders and you add him in. McCaffrey didn't play a lot last year. Miles starting the year, that would at least tick us up to about 7th or at least 6th, something like that. That makes the line better. It just gets everybody's juices flowing, and then we can get into the pass to play action and misdirection, things like that. Run, run, run.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. I mean, I think it's you're facing I would say a formidable Falcons defensive line. I think they got they got Calais Campbell. They got David Ani Mata. I think I pronounced his name correctly. Grady Jarrett.
I'm a Yoda. I'm a
I thought
Mata.
it's
Yeah.
Yumi Yada. Yumi Yada.
Yummy Yada. Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. Luke Skywalker. I don't know. But yeah, lean heavily on the run game today. Let Miles Sanders, Chuba gets their touches, right? I want to see, I'm guessing Miles is probably going to get 20 to 25 touches, and probably Chuba will probably get about 10. And stretch the toss, stretch it out, toss the ball to avoid that, that trenches, that trio in the trenches that they got in there. I think that's the recipe for success today. Because then it kind of sets the stage for them when they want to run that play action pass out to Young to get the ball out to Mingo or somebody, right?
Right, right.
So
But
yeah,
Clay,
I'm with you on that.
Clay, we got a bunch of Atlanta in the building, man. Shout out to Atlanta Bird Gang, Wolf Solidify. Look, these guys, they starting to pull up on us today. They got to be a little nervous this morning. You already know it. Shout out to both of those brothers. We did shows of both of them yesterday, man. Look, great content creators.
Nice.
No
I've met
doubt.
Wolf. I haven't met Bird Gang before though.
Oh man, they got a dope show. They come in and do the Waffle House style, Atlanta style, and then it's a late night show that they do. I love it, man. Tidy, Titty, and then his homeboy. Great atmosphere, man, over there.
Nice. Well, that's always good. Pop, Jay, what do y'all think? Getting Bryce Young going today. What are y'all's thoughts? You agree with the run game, or that you got another idea?
Yeah, I think that's what they've always been trying to do, is set up the run game first, dink and dunk, and then when they get a chance, take their head off when they make a mistake. Because we had that type of quarterback that, well, for one, they need to solidify, make sure he's comfortable. You know what I mean? I think a big challenge today, and who I'm gonna be keeping my eye on, is Zavala. Zavala will be going up against Grady Jarrett and Calais Campbell, and he is a rookie. So I'm wondering how are they going to set Zavala up so that way he can keep our franchise quarterback from hitting the grass. So
Yeah.
that's a big lineup we got to pay attention to, folks. That rookie. You think Icky had a hard time starting off first year going against the Browns?
Yeah.
Miles Garrett. Look who Zavala got to go against.
Yeah.
So just pay attention to that. Yeah, I think Miles Sanders is going to do his thing. My bold prediction. I know we're not doing that right now, but I'm just gonna make this wrong real quick because I just feel it in my heart. I, I think Bryce Young gonna run in for a touchdown.
Get a rushing touchdown.
Yeah, I think he'll get one rushing touchdown today.
You better not say that too loud in front of Wolf. You better not in front of Wolf, in front of Goat. You better not say that in front of Goat, man. Lord have mercy.
Ooh, ooh,
Go sounding like a robot.
I ain't lying.
You're
So
going in and out, brother.
so for me, to get Bryce comfortable, that offensive line have to keep him upright, get that run game going, and then dink and dunk down the field. And once he get comfortable, like Pop said, just deep that middle of the field down, throw them bombs if players get open downfield, and hopefully we have a healthy game today.
Yeah. I think Bozeman's going to be a big key factor as well. I think him being a leader on that offensive line is going to be big. So I'm hoping to see him use that leadership skills with Zavala to help him kind of get himself comfortable in the game, right? That's what Bozeman's is there for as well. So we'll see how it goes. But I do, yeah. I mean, we all agree the run game's going to be key. I'd like to see us. I honestly would love to see us do what we did to Atlanta or the Detroit last year. That's what I would love to see. That's what I want to see.
That game was a game we took over and dominate. So I mean, that's a lot to ask for in the first campaign with everything coming together.
I know, but I'm just saying that from the run game standpoint. Taking it over and dominating like that, that's a little bit much to ask. Yeah.
Look, if we get that, oh my God, you won't be able to shut me up in the end of the game. I'm trying to tell you.
Right. So to bounce off that last subject, gentlemen, will Miles Sanders dominate this game? Will he be dominant in this game? Do you think?
I believe so, man, because from what we're seeing from Miles Sanders, he's been nothing but successful. And a lot of people like to think, like I said on multiple occasions, that his success was predicated on that line that he had in Philly. But I look at him when he got to the next level, bro. He was making cats miss. He was getting to the next level, running cats over, breaking tackles. That is all on the back. It's on the back once once the hole is created for him, it's on him to get out there and make plays. And he did that last year. So I believe that he had close to 1,300 yards last year with Philly. I don't think we have quite as superior as a line, but I saw Deontay Foreman come behind the same line and had 900 yards, and I think Miles Sanders is a better back. So he's going to eclipse 1,000 yards this season. So in this game, he gonna come out and solidify himself. He gonna get at least 100 done on the ground.
I kind of feel that Miles Sanders has something to prove after the Eagles didn't sign him. I think he has something to prove. I think that chip is still on his shoulder, and I still think that bothers him after the year he had last year, and then people not giving him his props of not being a top 10 back, right, last year. So I think I could definitely see it, and I think he still has that chip on his shoulder that still bothers him to this day about the whole Eagles ordeal.
See, they still disrespect him.
Yeah.
Go ahead, go.
Well, what the hell are we talking about? We done said the strength of this offensive line is the run. We say Icky's a road grader, a mauler. Y'all try to say his passing offensive style was not basically right. So run. That's what we got to do.
Damn.
Sanders, I think we up there in the top 10.
Oh, I love it.
Goal is funny.
Yeah, you can't wait to go off.
Yeah, they ain't there. But hey, running the ball. We made Deontay Foreman look like a damn star.
That's correct.
Yeah. So now you got Miles Sanders What the hell are we talking about? That's what I'm saying. For real.
But
Just get
go.
it, man.
This is what we talking
Just
about.
get it.
I heard a cat come to our show, and you know who I'm talking about. He said Miles Sanders will not even eclipse 1,000 yards
I
because he
know.
is not
I
that
know.
guy.
I
So
know.
I
But
mean, this is we got to talk about it because people are in their mind. They've made it up that he is not a good back. I know that's bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
exactly. Exactly. You had him up there and y'all had we this summer, we when we first got him, we compared his numbers to Christian, right? We
Yeah,
said shit. Getting Christian up out there, we didn't do too bad with his replacement, right?
motherfucker had 1,300 on the ground and over 500 receiving. I mean, what are we talking about?
Go by the
Yeah.
numbers. That's what I just asked you. What the hell are we talking about?
1,800 all-purpose yards, bro. 1,800 is not no little bit of yards.
Yeah.
There you go. He ain't no slouch. Run the ball, run the ball, run the ball.
Did he have the most yards last year? Or was that no? The Josh Jacobs did. That's right. Never mind.
Yeah, from
Yeah, Jacob.
Vegas. Yeah.
Yeah. Never
No,
mind.
no, no. Jonathan was the best back this year.
No, that
Jonathan
was the
Taylor.
year before.
That was the year
Year before
before
that.
when he dominated that year. Dude, that year with Jonathan
Okay,
Taylor,
okay,
holy
okay.
smokes.
Jacobs had 1,600 on the ground last year, I mean.
Yeah, Jacob.
1,600.
Okay, okay,
Yeah, he had
okay, okay.
1,600, and then I think Jamal Williams had the most touchdowns last year.
16 touchdowns.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, but when you put 1,300 yards up, I mean, that solidifies you as a damn good running back. So, you
In
know,
my eyes.
and I saw him. I've been watching Miles Sanders since his Penn State days. So, I mean, the guy's just an athletic freak. Honestly, if you go watch his highlights from Penn State, it's unbelievable. Pop Jay, what you got for me?
Go ahead, Jay.
So for me, when they disrespect Miles, it's like they saying that O line made him, which is I mean I can't believe it because when Christian was with us, he put up 1,000 yards with the offensive line we had, and it wasn't even top five. So
Yeah,
I just think that they don't like Miles because he's with the Panthers, and if he was on their team, they will put more respect on his name.
Yeah.
But hopefully he can take this game over today. I want him to. Matter of fact, run all over their ass.
Look,
Well, with
Jay.
me, I think
Okay.
people are still butt hurt from losing Christian McCaffrey.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he had a lot of fans here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he was the pretty boy. You know, he was the heart of some of these Carolina cats. You know, I'm talking about meows. And losing him, it took a big effect. You know what I mean? Because he was lovable by everybody. Probably would go down as one of the best backs we would ever have. Unless we see something different with Miles. Um, but Miles Sanders is nothing to sneeze at. I'm calling him Baby Deuce Miles because I believe Deuce lives in that man's soul and heart. He gonna go out there. It's not is he going to, is when he gonna turn it up. Because he's gonna do something today. He has to. We have to depend on him with the injuries that we have out there already.
yep.
Yeah.
Oh, 1 second. From what I heard on this subject right here, Matt Corral has gone missing, bro. That's why
Yeah.
he got cut by the Patriots. They
Yeah.
haven't seen him in days. So I pray all is well for Matt Corral. We know he's
Mm-hmm.
battling certain issues that he battled in the past.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, Bubba, all right, man. You know, I joke about Matt Corral all the time, but I don't want to hear anything bad happen about the fella.
No.
Wow.
Yeah. I know people who have dealt with the same issues he has, and it's not it can be very scary. So I hope that everything's okay, and he fights these demons and gets through these battles, and so prayers are out to him and his family and all that. So, but hopefully he will, come about and everything will be okay.
Hmm.
So before we get into the next topic, I'm looking at the likes, and there's very minimal likes. So make sure you are smashing the hell out of that like button because it's game day, number one. Number two, we're coming to you live, bringing you a nice preview game day breakdown before the game even starts. So make sure you pound that like button, subscribe to both channels, and let's take this community to the moon, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Let's take this community to the moon. And the best way you can do that is just smashing the ever living shit out of that like button. All right.
Damn right.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Let's move on to the next topic here. So I got another good question for you boys. Can Hayden Hurst make the defense stay honest?
Woo, good question.
Yes,
Woo, good
sir.
question. Go ahead, Q. Go ahead. I'm fired up about
Look
this
at look
question.
at here, look at here. Before I get to it, Donald Vaughn, new members in the building. Let's get it.
Let's go.
Hey, welcome to the family, Bubba. Hey, look, you don't have any idea. We'll be selecting new members throughout all 17 seasons of the game to come rock with us. As y'all see, MDJ is our selected guy. But as we get into it, we appreciate each and every one of y'all for watching. Look, I'm telling you right now, Hayden Hurst is that guy. Security blanket all day. I think that as we run this ball, it's going to open up the field for him to get wide open. And I believe that he has the ability to get behind those linebackers and make them pay for it. So I think you're going to see a lot of play action over the top. You're going to see potentially Bryce taking a shot at him at least 2 to 3 times in this game to see, is it there, to see is that connection going to be strong. And I can't wait to get to it. Pop, tell me something, Bubba.
This is a revenge. Please listen to me. This is a revenge game for Hayden Hurst. He said he couldn't wait to go out there. He couldn't wait to see the Falcons. Oh my God, this man is gonna be let off his leash, and he gonna bite somebody's head off as soon as he catch the ball. I ain't never seen somebody catch the ball and bite your head off at the same damn time. The big red dog is in the building. Oh,
Jay, what you got for me?
I got it.
You gotta go.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
So for me, that's my star player for today's game. Me and Pop, we talked about it yesterday, and I feel like he know that defense. He's a reliable target. He's been a security blanket for God knows how long. It's just these quarterbacks just. I mean, Joe Burrow was the only one that fed him the ball really, but man, I'm looking forward to seeing Hurst today.
Yeah. Over here, man, this summer when we acquired him as a free agent, he walked into the room and he had more yards than the whole room combined. So that was just enough said. We didn't do
say
that
it
much
again,
on him.
go. Say
Now
it again, go. I don't think I
he
heard you,
walked
go. Say it
into
again.
the room. He walked into the room. He had more yardage than the whole room combined. Now, what gave me the respect for him? If y'all go back to that clip where he got blocked or something in that joint practice, and he just got pissed off, I'm like, whoa, Hayden Hurst got that dog in it. Hayden Hurst is crazy. Hey, that's what you want in a tight end. Tight ends are a little bit off. They ain't right anyway. So we got one, y'all. We got one.
Can I slide this news in real quick? Now this ain't no damn Falcon channel. But Cordell Patterson is out today. Now they praise about this Joker. That's what they call it, right? A Joker?
Yeah.
Clown,
Yeah.
all right. So he's out today.
Not that Joker. Oh boy, all that shit they talked for the last 2 days about he's gonna be the Debo for them, the Joker, the guy that does everything. Ooh.
Yeah, they hyped him up over Ritter, and that's sad because I said he was an injury prone player, but I'm sorry I got to go through that today.
Yeah, I mean, I think Hayden Hurst is definitely going to be Bryce's. I think, I honestly think he's going to be an end zone threat. I think that he's going to be a guy because of how big he is, because he's a big dude. So, I mean, he's a big body tight end. He's very good. He's a very good route runner. I've been watching Hurst since his South Carolina days. So, yeah, I think he's going to be definitely Bryce's security blanket. Good news is too, Thielen's going to be back out there. They said he's going to be playing today as well. So It seems like the only person that's out is obviously beside the guys that we already know that are on IR. But I mean, the only person that seems to be out right now for us is Chark. So, which that's unfortunate. But yeah, Hurst is going to be definitely that security blanket for sure. So I'm looking forward to that. All right, let's move on to the next topic. So, will we finally get to see this unveiled high-powered offense? Will we finally get to see it? Will we finally get to see this playbook finally open up, this whole secret playbook?
Well, I'm gonna tell you like this, Clay. For Frank Wright's for his sake, he better unveil this goddamn playbook that we've been waiting for how many fucking months now? This motherfucker done made me wait. He done made me suffer through preseason. I don't
Yeah,
want to hear
yeah,
shit. Open up that
yeah,
goddamn playbook today, Frank. You better not
yeah.
bring your lying ass to that field without opening up that playbook today. I'm gonna be on your ass on in game, post game. So I rest my case.
No, I think now if it's some shit we get ready to be pissed off about, I think it's this playbook we've been looking for. I don't think it's like Indiana and the Last Crusade and shit. We trying to find this fucking playbook, bro. Like, I don't think this shit exists, man. You know what I mean? I think you seen what you see. You getting what you getting ready to get. So run it, run it, run it.
Will he open his playbook? Damn, who's gonna be calling the plays? We don't know who's calling the plays.
Oh Lord.
Mr. Nebraska 2.0. It just rubbed me the wrong way to that we gotta go through this. We gotta pick
Yeah,
who we gotta
I don't
know
like
who's
it, Jay.
calling the
I don't like
plays.
it, Jay.
Is it him or Thomas
I
Brown
don't
that they
like it,
calling the
Jay.
plays?
They,
Which one will it be?
they want to hide their hand from teams that they got fired from or let go or didn't sign back with us. Come on, y'all gotta claim who's calling the plays and let's rock out.
Well, this is the first game of the season, Bo. So I expect fully Frank Wright is going to call them plays today probably because he don't want to fuck it up in the first game. So he gonna multi-manage the shit out of that play caller.
Yeah. I think I
Well,
think I think Frank Wright's going to open up the playbook. I think we're going to finally see what this offense that we've been waiting for. I mean, obviously depends on how the game's going, right? But I think we're going to finally see him open up the playbook. I think we're going to finally see this whole, obviously not showing it through preseason. We're going to finally see all that. But I think, obviously, like we said before at the beginning of the show, talking about the run game, obviously that's going to be the big, I think that's going to be the key to getting our offense going and getting Bryce settled in and stuff like that. I think Thomas Brown sooner or later will take over, and for Wright will release those reins over to him later on down in the season once Bryce and all of them are getting comfortable. But obviously, when you have a rookie quarterback and Frank Wright is known for developing quarterbacks, I think he'll obviously be making all the plays calling today.
I disagree. I don't think we're going to see the real playbook.
Oh
I think
Lord.
I
I
hope
think we have
so because
I think we have too many injuries, and we have to kind of dumb down what we would have had if we would have had all our starting wide receivers today compared to what we have now. Um, and even the ones we have now are banged up. So that's what I'm saying. I don't think we're going to see the full like power of this playbook. Uh, you can really only count on one tight end. If they were smart, if we had a competent second tight end, which I don't know which one that could be. They could run a two tight end set, right? But Ian Thomas, he doesn't catch the ball. Trimble, I don't know where the hell he be at. And like I said, any of the other wide receivers that we have, are really banged up. I mean, Mingo, this is bad that Mingo is going to have to turn into a real security blanket. I think he's going to go slap off though when he gets the opportunity. Um,
Well, his coming out party, Bubba.
it really is, and that's the thing though. It's not only his come out party. You still got Zavala. We ain't broke him down. Zavala, Bryce Young, Mingo. three starting offensive players under the big lights today in a divisional playoff game. Like this is major, guys. And if we win with that, oh man, look, y'all in the world of hurt, NFC South.
Oh boy, yeah, yeah. I'm getting to the point now where they can't throw anymore. Like I told you before, Clay, they're not gonna go to that podium and fuck me again. Uh,
I knew that was
I,
coming out your mouth.
I,
I knew that was coming out your
I,
mouth.
they're
I knew
not.
it.
They're not doing it again, Clay. I can't take this shit. Frank Wright, please, if you're gonna let your offensive coordinate, give him the fucking job and get the hell out the way. But if you want to hold, because he's trying to be too safe and you might fuck up everything. Like we said, you got no choice but to use Mingo today. LaVisca might be there or he might not because we don't know what he do when we don't know what LaVisca we gonna get rolling out the bed. This nigga, excuse my French, but goddamn, we got three fucking options at receiver, and that's Thielen, that's Mingo, and LaVisca Chenault. Because Terrence Marshall, we don't know what his back looking like. I done told you. Oh, he playing? Oh yeah, that's a nobody. Anyway, I mean, let's be real. I told y'all Terrence Marshall wasn't shit years ago. Y'all don't want to listen, so it's okay.
So Q, check this out. I think from when I listened to Thomas Brown's uh, presser, he from what I read, you know, he's gonna. I think that Reich should let him call. I really do because Reich has the history of starting off too slow, and we don't need that. We need to be fast, aggressive, but efficient on our plays. And
Yeah.
that's what I want. Like I like the way Dan Campbell called the game the other day in Detroit. It was
Yeah.
fast, efficient. He didn't waste nothing.
Yeah.
Now, if unless the little mishaps like the fumbles and stuff that had happened in that game, they could have scored even more points.
I agree.
But execution wasn't there.
Yeah.
So that being said, because Frank has the history, like I said, of going slow, I think he needs to go ahead and relinquish that, and that way he can focus on other things in the game.
Yeah.
Because he's still on the headset, they still can communicate, and this, that, and other. So that's what I would like to see. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen. And the faster it does, the better off we'll be.
Yeah. I totally agree, Pop. I think that the fast-paced offense would be great. Bryce knows how to run that. They would do that. They did that a lot in Alabama too. When they were in Bama, if you go watch his game film, a lot of the game film that you watch with him, they were running a fast-paced offense. Bryce was getting the line, gets up to the line, and obviously when you have a big play, you want to keep the momentum going, right? So, I think Thomas Brown should take over. I think Frank Wright can still be his quarterback development self in the background, right? But, I think that Thomas Brown, what I've seen through the preseason, the way he was playing calls, it just seems more like today's NFL play calling, right? Like it just seems like because he learned all of that from Sean McVay, and I think Sean McVay
Absolutely.
I think Sean McVay is right up there with Shanahan. The style of offense is like he's up there. His name is up there for creativeness and explosive offenses. So, anything's better than Ben McAdoo. I agree with you, Pop. I want to see I would love to see them go out there and do no huddle offense, run the ball, get up to the line quick. Keep this defense on their toes so they can't get set. And, I think that would be key in this matchup.
Well, let me ask the panel this real quick. How would y'all feel if they did half and half like they did in the preseason?
It makes
that's playing. That's playing around.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Cliff.
No, not necessarily. Because if they scheme for that, if they game plan for that, because you remember in preseason they didn't make no game plans. They didn't scheme for the opposite team.
So, Pop, this is what I'm saying. Doing that, have half one have one call play calling from one quarter to the next quarter, switching that shit up. There's no difference than us trotting out there with PJ Walker and another damn quarterback like Cam, switching them in and out in different series. You're going to shoot yourself in the foot because what rhythm can you develop as a play caller? And knowing the situations. Come on, bro. This is not the time to play around.
And I think it also, but that's another issue that we have, though. You can't do that because then you're confusing players too. You're confusing the play calling, and you're confusing because when you call play calls, right? They're saying like Bojangles, one Playboy Mansion, whatever. Like they're coming up with like weird names. That's why
That's what came to your head, Clay.
Listen, I'm just
Bojangles, the Playboy Mansion.
You got some different biscuits on your mind, huh?
Yeah, you do.
I was at the Coastal Carolina football game last night, so trust me, I saw a lot of saw a lot of talent. Let's just say that.
Good buns. Good buns.
But yeah, I mean, but that's just like, but we also heard when they were doing that, it was confusing players, especially Icky. Icky was getting confused because of the communication. The certain plays sound about the same, but there's different, like, obviously they're probably using different names or different lettering in there for it. But yeah, I just don't think scheming it up that way would be smart. At least from that standpoint. I see what you're saying because of like how creative it could be, but the confusion and the communication issues would be a problem in my mind.
Right. I asked that because I'm pretty sure somebody would want to know that. Like, well, why don't they let so and so call in the second half? You know what I'm saying? I know somebody probably asked that.
Mm-hmm. Don't worry. We'll kill that shit for them. Go ahead. Don't worry. We got you.
Go ahead.
J Issue. What you got, Bubba?
Yeah, for me, this coaching stuff, I can't, like, I didn't jump on a wagon because people called them the Avengers. So what I want to see from this coaching stuff is like you prepare for a certain team. You can tell when a player is on the star player ass. Like he's not giving up the play. He understanding that player move. That comes on the players as well. Like if they study well and they're hounding in on whoever they're blocking or going against, you can see them dominate that player. So I want to see if this coaching staff get in their guy's head and I guess coach them to dominate their player and study on that player if they know that they're going against them. That's the past. They didn't do that with their players. They were just going out there playing and didn't understand the playbook. So yeah, the preseason did confuse them a lot. I mean, we seen it with Icky. I don't know. I mean, I could throw in Cam Irvin, but that was he didn't the playbook didn't get him. He got himself. But yeah, that's just what I want to see with this coaching staff.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Good stuff, gentlemen. Good stuff. Guys, make sure you pound that like button. Let's keep those likes going up. Appreciate everyone joining the live stream. I appreciate everyone that's joined the live stream over there for the Black Cat Panther podcast. It continues to show them support as well. I just want to give a quick shout out, though, to all of my followers and subscribers. I finally reached 2,500 subscribers.
Hey!
So I want to give y'all a quick shout out. So for that, next week, I do want to give a shout out real quick that next week I am going to be doing a jersey giveaway to celebrate for y'all, showing me support. So all my subscribers will be able to get involved in that. So, and there'll be more to that. So I appreciate everybody.
That's what's up. Congratulations.
Congrats, bro.
We're not done. I'm just getting started. We're on the road to 5K now. We're on the road.
Yes,
to
sir.
5K.
Sir, let's manifest that thing, brother. It's time to move.
Yep. And Black Cat Panther podcast, they're on their way too. They're on their way. They're right behind me. They're coming up my ass right now for the 2,500. So make sure you do the same thing over there. Make sure you do the same thing over there.
You came in strong.
Oh, that hurt just now. I needed that one. Oh, sweet Jesus.
But I appreciate everyone's support and everybody being here today. So thank y'all. All right, let's get into it. Key factors. Okay. One offensive X factor. Who is it? Who you got? Or what is it?
Oh, I'm gonna say if we win this game today, it's going to be because great offensive line play. The trenches. I want to put that on them. It's up to these guys to come out. You know, Icky, Zavala, Brady Christensen. You know, Taylor Moulton. Bozeman. It's up to these guys to get out here and set the tone of this game, letting them know that hey, if we're going to run, it's time to gap these holes open. Pause. Let's get on through there. And let's make sure we have this run game going for Miles Sanders. Let's make sure that we get out, do the blocking for Bryce Young. We don't get our little boy killed, and we make sure that we we win this goddamn game today.
Little boy, that's wild. For me, I mean, I'll piggyback off of Q. That offensive line gotta keep Bryce upright. That defensive line, man, they need to go crazy today. I have three components. I mean, we have questions at cornerback, but I don't want they were wide receivers going crazy on us.
Yeah. Pop, what you got?
I'm gonna say the D line is the key factor today.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think we're resting on the defense today because of what we're coming in with on offense. That D line has to come with pressure. It really do. I want it to be so bad that it'd be third down and we drop 8. That's how bad I want to be on their ass. By third down, we dropping 8.
But you know what? If you're saying that, that means Desmond Ridder will be under duress all day, and I'm okay with that because I'm forcing them to make issues now. Like how we said last night in the show. Okay, there goes a takeaway now potentially if you pressure him too much because he may make a mistake. He may fold under pressure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Oh,
I'll tell you what. If Brian Burns come out here and get 5 sacks this game,
Damn.
I don't plan on seeing him in New Orleans. I'll tell you that.
If that motherfucker get 5 sacks today, damn it, he Julius Peppers 2.0. I ain't messing. I'm gonna tell Scott Fitter, y'all better pay that motherfucker 32.
You won't see him play against New Orleans. I promise you.
If Brian Burns gets 5 sacks today, I will drive from here in South Carolina 3 hours to Charlotte. I will be knocking on their front door and saying, "Pay the man $30 million now."
Yeah. Oh, the price just went up, Clay. It ain't 30 no more if he getting 5 sacks in one game. Shit.
Yeah, it's probably it's going to be like Bosa money, probably.
Hell yeah.
I actually kind of have a couple of key factors when it comes to the offense. Well, not a couple, more like 2, right? I think the biggest thing for me is obviously the offensive line, you know, keeping Bryce vertical, right? Not horizontal. Keeping him, sustainable back there to read his progressions, make the right decisions, get the ball down the field to your playmakers. I think we've already also mentioned a key factor in Hayden Hurst and also, Miles Sanders. But I think the biggest one is definitely the offensive line, winning in the trenches, making sure Zavala is, making Grady Jarrett work, right? Making his ass work as hard as he can to get through that line. And I think, I even mentioned it before, Bozeman's going to have to be also a key factor as well. But I think the biggest key factor overall is our offensive line giving that protection to Bryce and us being able to run that ball. So that's my key factor for the offensive side. All right, let's move on to the defensive side. So what are y'all's key factors or key factor? One key factor. Let's just do one key factor for the defense.
You're on mute.
You're on mute.
Q.
Oh, my bad. I hit the mute button earlier. You got to let your dogs get on the run, bro. Look, today is the day where Frankie Louvu will come in full form and Brian Burns is going to be there. You got to let them boys get out and run. You can't keep them tied up on the leash. It's time to untame the beast, man. These dogs are going to get run today, Atlanta. I can't wait to see the pass rush get out there and get after the quarterback, man. I think that's our biggest suit on defense. I know JC is going to be a lockdown, but I want to see how fast can they get to the quarterback today. Justin Houston is also there too. Make no mistake. We got some boys that can get after the quarterback.
Go ahead, Jay.
Give me a second.
Okay, I'll go ahead and go.
Yeah, go ahead, Pop.
Um, yeah, I already mentioned the defensive line. Um, Another key factor is to me is coaching. The last 2.5 years, we have been in a pile of shit as far as coaching. All right, we had no kicker to punt the ball to do field goals. We we didn't know how to call timeouts. Um, we even had a coach that would throw you underneath the bus and would not take initiative for if anything. And all he had to say, well, we got to go check the tape. You remember going to go check the tape days, guys? Well,
Oh
that's
Lord.
why I'm so happy to present y'all with Frank Wright and company. I want to see great coaching. Do we finally have the competency of a coaching staff that can go out here and out coach and outsmart Atlanta Falcons coaching staff? We should have it here. We should have it here. So to me, that's a key factor to me. And also, we've got to be aggressive on both ends of the ball. I need to see that.
All right, for defense, for me, I mean, I know Q and everybody else high up on Louisville, but I mean, I need to see him take over this game. I mean, we gonna have Chin coming off the edge as well, so both of them combined finna be crazy today. And that I just think the blitz is my key opponent. For the defense, just shit, list the hell out of them today.
Yeah, I mean, for me, the defense is for me the key factor for defense, and I guess it's more than one, really. I mean, technically, it's just them stopping the run, man. Like last year, we were so we were so bad against stopping the run. I need to see them stop the run because I want to force Atlanta to pass the ball with Desmond Ritter. I want to force his hand in it because I'd rather cause turnovers through Desmond Ritter because if you stop Desmond or you stop Bijan Robinson and Tyler Algier, it puts all the pressure on Desmond at the end of the day. And we don't know enough about Desmond yet. We don't know if he's gotten better or not, right? But at the end of the day, if you stop the run in Atlanta, you're going to win that game. I think. That's the biggest key factor from the defensive side is stopping the run. Because last year we allowed over, I think it was like over 20 total. This is total yards. I think we allowed over 2,700 rushing yards last year, which is bad. That's not very good. So yeah, and I agree with Luvu. I need to see him slam Bijan Robinson's head into the ground a couple times just to make me feel better. But yeah, the key factor on the defense is just stopping the run and forcing Desmond Ritter to beat you. So,
yes, sir.
Guys,
yes, sir.
everyone joining the live stream, make sure you're pounding that like button. Shout out to the Black Cat Panther podcast for being here today as well. So make sure you're pounding the like button over there on their channel as well. All right, so we kind of were just kind of talking about this. So I mean. And Q, you kind of already stated it, but I mean, do you think Luvu can take this game to another level?
I think Louisville
game, sorry, not the game.
Louisville to me was probably the most complete defensive player we had. Brian Burns was the best overall, but he was the most complete Louisville last year. You saw him drop back into coverage. You saw him have games where he making defensive touchdowns. He made a couple of interceptions. He had 8 sacks as well, where he contributed all over. So this guy is the dual Swiss Army knife that we need that could come in. And after seeing a Luke and a TD, he seems to fit the mold more than a Shaq Thompson coming in and giving us that flavor that we need to to take this thing to the next level. I like what I get from Louvu because consistently when he's on the field, I have no worries. He's going to be one of the first one with his first quick step. He's going to be first to break through the line. If he's coming in to make an attempt at going at the quarterback, he's going to be one of the first ones to break through. If it's stopping the run, he's going to be one of the first ones at that back. If it's in coverage, if you slightly underthrow that ball, it's going the opposite way. So to me, Louisville is the most complete linebacker on this entire team. He has the speed to run with everybody. I want to see him play out of his mind today. And we seen that before from him last year. Like I said, we saw a game where he had 15 tackles, an interception, a sack, a forced fumble, and a defensive touchdown all in one game. He is that guy.
Ooh, that's what you're gonna hear today. That's what I plan on seeing today. Because you know what? One thing for sure. He's the battery of this defense. He's the battery. I want to see who else gonna come with it. I'm gonna predict right now. Bold prediction. I've been doing this all live. Kamu Kruger Greer. He gonna get a pick today. I like to call him Freddy Krueger because I messed up his last name, so I call him Kamu Freddy.
Yeah, you chopped that motherfucker all the way up. I said Kruger who?
Yeah, he did. Like a damn
Kamu Kruger Hill. Yes.
God damn.
Hey, look, that's a hard name, bro. You know what I mean? Look, but he's another Hawaiian Samoan descent.
Yeah.
And this guy flies around. But one thing you know that he brings, he's always attentive and he always seems to hit on big plays when it comes to like getting interceptions. So if Louvu is the starter, I want to know who else gonna bring that same type of energy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We in Atlanta today.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Let's get it.
Yep. Yeah, I think Luvu is one of those guys who can play. He can spread the field with, he can play sideline to sideline. He's one of those kind of players. I think that Burns is going to be, since he's playing, Burns is actually going to be playing, the actual position that he's always played, right? The outside linebacker. He was never really a defensive end, truly. He's always been an outside linebacker. When he played at FSU, that's what he was. He was technically an outside linebacker. So, I think, but with Luvu, I think that since Burns is playing, I think that Luvu can, if Burns is not there, right, like getting to the quarterback, Luvu's going to be there. I think it's going to be one of those kind of ordeals that, like I said about it, like last year, Derek Brown is not going to be the guy that's going to get you all the sack stats, right? Right. He's the guy that is the disruptor. And then the outside linebacker is the one who's going to get the sack.
Clay, I want that to change too, Clay. I need that to change. I'm sorry. Yeah. Evero said everybody should be getting pressure and sacks. So Derek Brown, hey, this contract year, baby. Yeah. When we talk behind the show, we say some other things, but I need to see him get them sacks. I know it's hard because he get double teamed.
He get sacks too, but at the end of the day, he's more of a disruptor. He's going to be the one that helps Burns or Luvu get the sack. He's just going to be the one.
Absolutely.
Be the disruptor. That's what I want Derek Brown to get the sack. Absolutely. Get as many sacks as that big boy wants. I don't care as long as he's getting them. But at the same time, Luvu can just do it all though. I mean, he's great against he's great pass rusher. He's a great run stopper. He's good in the passing game. He's able to read the routes and read the quarterback's progressions. He's very good at that. He's a sideline player. So he can definitely take his game to a whole nother level, I think. And I'm looking forward to seeing how he plays today. So
y'all get me hyped. Y'all don't even know. Y'all get me so hyped right now.
This is the most positive I've seen y'all. This is the most positive I've seen.
Wow.
Clay,
here we go.
Clay, you're absolutely right.
It's game day, Bubba. We ain't gonna. No, I'm gonna talk shit after the game if stuff don't go right. But right now, I'm an optimist. Right now, I got that. I believe. I'm drinking the Kool-Aid.
Yeah,
Right.
I think the one you I think you Q when you're drinking the Kool-Aid because then you found out Brian Burns was playing, so then you're just like, okay,
I'm
everything's fine.
calm. Yeah. If he wasn't playing, I'd have been on Scott Fitterer ass so damn bad on this show. You would. He wouldn't have had a damn chance to breathe.
I feel you. I feel
Yes,
you.
sir.
I feel you.
Game.
All right, let's get to the next thing, and I love this next question because I've been talking about this on my show too. How will Jeremy Chin be used? So I'm gonna let Q start it off.
We all know they're gonna put him in the box to be that extra man to help with run assist because being that the Falcons run the ball so damn much, he's gonna be down there a lot. But a lot of everybody likes to think that he'll be roaming the field freely. I think he'll be helping out at corner a little bit too because they know that we're a little short at corner
Oh
with
no,
getting
please
rid
don't.
of.
Please don't.
They're gonna potentially try to move him at corner because think about it. With the matchups today, you're gonna have probably JC on
Dre.
Kyle Pitts.
Oh
I
yeah,
think
yeah,
they'll put him on
yeah,
Pitts
yeah.
probably.
No, you're
Then
right.
on Drake, Jackson is probably gonna line up with him. But then in the slot, who we got? I mean, CJ Henderson. You gonna really trust him?
Nah,
So they're
I was
gonna
gonna say Von Bell.
Von Bell. I forgot about
Uh,
what
Von
He
Bell is
plays
gonna
corner
be
and safety.
yeah, but Von Bell's gonna be more of a guy that's gonna be helping out with the run stopping. He's gonna be the guy
yeah.
that's gonna be coming in and knocking your head off. I think I agree with Q. I think you're going to see him in nickel, but you're also going to see him coming off the edge too with Chin. So the
Hmm.
versatility's there, but I think they are going to sooner or later. They might try to find him. I think he's so versatile, and it's hard to take that away from him, right? Because of the fact that he can do linebacker, safety, corner, right? He can play all those positions. I think that for us, we need to put him in nickel in the corner position because just for I think he's going to be great in the slot, and his versatility just makes him a much more than an average player. So I think that that's where we'll see him. But I don't be surprised you see him lining up off the edge as well.
Yeah, I
So
mean,
for
I just my bad, Jay.
now you good. Go ahead.
I do not want to see Jeremy Chin in coverage, bro. I really don't. I think you need to keep him close to the box. I think this is why they brought in Von Bell because he could play corner, he could play safety, and he suits to me. He suits that better in coverage than he does. He can he blitz? Yes. Can he come off the edge? Yes. But I think that's more suitable for Chin than it is Von Bell. Um, so I would switch him. I would definitely let him play nickel and closer up to the line. But I do not want to see him get burnt, bro. He's not that great in coverage.
So
Hmm.
for me, I'm most comfortable with him in the box as well, like everybody else. He to me he's good in mid coverage, but down the field, nah, that's I never seen a what is Chin free safety, strong safety.
Yeah. He's free safety.
Okay, yeah, I never seen a free safety have poor hands. His hands is all right, but they're not the best. But yeah, I'm more comfortable with him being in the box.
Okay, but Jay, we saw him at his worst when he was asked to cover a lot of those big, tall, lanky tight ends that's 6'5" or 6'6", and they just like in Detroit last year. He got abused because one, he was coming back off an injury, and then you asked him to cover a guy that's 6'5", 6'6" with a bigger vertical than him. Uh, you got to put him if you're going to let him do any kind of coverage, you can't put him against no 6'5" guys. You got to do matchups. You got to keep him on a smaller
Yeah,
guy that he can use his big frame. He's 6'3". Let him
That's
use
what I'm
his
saying.
frame. Yeah,
no,
you
No,
got
that's
to
I
you
what I'm
agree.
saying.
put him in a good situation to win, bro.
That's
Yeah,
why I said
that's the
midfield,
Joker.
not down the field.
Yeah,
Hmm.
don't have him. Please don't have him covering out there like that. No, 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 no. That man needs to be on the ball, somewhere close to the line.
Yes, sir.
I agree with Jay, somewhere mid, but please, like, we have to find somebody else to to help with that
Cover the backfield, yeah.
cover that backfield. And I mean that means somebody's got to come out. If you put Jeremy Chin in and Von Bell, I don't know if he's going to be switch out with Xavier Woods, with his brick hands. I'm just wondering who they're going to throw out there because you can't have everybody and Chin. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That would be 12 people on the field. So somebody's got to move from one of the safety positions, whether it's free safety or strong safety, which is going to be a interesting look today. Is he going to be a starter? Is that what you're saying, Clay? Or you think he's going to come out and start on with the starting ones, or are they going to rotate them?
I mean, from my understanding on the depth chart that they released, he's already placed in the nickel position, nickel corner. When they released the depth chart, they had him placed at nickel corner. So I'm assuming that they're going to be using him there for the passing game. But like I said, I think his versatility, you're going to be seeing him coming off the edge for some blitz plays. But I think they want him in the corner position because I don't think they trust Mr. Consistency. So, and you're gonna need somebody because I still think Xavier Woods, yes, he's got brick for hands, but I still think Xavier Woods and Von Bell are good enough to keep that secondary afloat.
Yeah, they'll be a good duo.
So, but don't be surprised if you see Jeremy Chin and Von Bell in on some run plays because I think that's going to be some key matchups there when it comes to the run game against Atlanta. I won't be surprised if you see Von Bell and Jeremy Chin coming on.
No, it's going to happen. Yeah, it's going to happen today.
So, Q, let me ask you this because you're a scholar of the game.
What's up, Doc?
Do you plan on seeing a lot of single high safety?
In this game today, no. From us, I expect to see a lot of deep prevent, quarters coverage, because with the 3-4, if you put one man out there in the back, then you like you said, you got a CJ Henderson, he gonna get abused. Unless you trust what you see from Von Bell, you might get man coverage across the field, but the Atlanta Falcons are way too athletic and physical to go out there man to man and think you're going to beat them that way. Because Kyle Pitts will have his fucking way all day long.
Oh, yeah. And CJ Henderson in the nickel is just not a good matchup. He'll get abused by Pitts or probably even Scotty Miller.
Yeah, that's not a smart move by us. So the smartest thing to do is keep everything in front of you. Keep everything short completions and intermediate. That way, nothing over the top. You know, we can't afford to have everything come over the top, bro.
I wouldn't mind seeing some man though. I really wouldn't. I would like to see that. I would like to see a aggressive man to man and really see if that front line get to him. That front D.
I think Evero's got a really. I mean, I think we're going to really see some of that Broncos magic.
It's gonna be aggressive. I think he's gonna bring everybody up to the line to confuse Ritter. He's gonna have it's gonna look like a single high safety, right?
Yeah.
But then everybody's who's gonna be blitzing, who's not. You're not gonna know. They're like, what the fuck? Well, we don't know which way they're coming from.
Yeah.
And those who are gonna bounce out into coverage, you just Ritter's gonna have to be able to read this defense and don't know how to. I promise y'all today, because you're gonna see 9 people up there at the line. He's like, what the hell? 10 people up there, and he don't know which way they're coming from.
I'm going to tell you right now, Von Bell is going to be the one. He is so good at communicating with that secondary. He will let somebody know if they're not lined up correctly or what to watch out for. You know, he is so good at communicating that secondary and getting everybody in the right position. I am so glad we got that guy. I think he was also a steal. I think he's going to be like a steal like Frankie Luvu was. So just be on the watch out for him. I think he's going to be I'm going to say a bold take right now. I think Von Bell could have a Pro Bowl year this year.
What they call him, OG Slime?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. So I'm telling you right now, Von Bell is that dude. So just watch. So
I got it. I'm watching it right now. Brian Burns just took the field. Hey,
Let's go. Hey, bro, he gonna play out his fucking mind. You know
What do
why? Cause
y'all?
he probably mad about not getting the contracts, put together, and he about to take it out on these dirty birds.
What do you
it's
got
been
it
re
on? You got it on
it's
Fox?
re it's on Twitter. I'll send it to you on Twitter.
Oh, okay. I mean, I was just didn't know if it was on like Fox News or if you were watching NFL Sunday on Fox or something.
Oh no, I got better than Fox. I got the people on the ground.
Oh,
Oh,
I've already, and also, boys, I've already cracked open my first beer, so I'm ready to get this going.
you ain't bullshit at all.
Yeah, dude,
Not
that's how you
today,
recover from the night before. Just crack up on.
dude. I freaking got. Whew.
How was the game? Real quick.
Oh, dude, coastal game was so much fun. Coastal games are fun, man. Like you can
Mhm.
obviously you can drink at the stadium and stuff like that. Like so they have like you can they got people out there giving out beers, but it's awesome, man. They got Bojangles stands, Chick-fil-A stands, so we were able to get some food and stuff like that. But it was awesome. Coastal, won. They played Jacksonville State. Rich Rodriguez is the head coach for Jacksonville State. I had no idea about that. So it was good. It was great. At first we were down 10-9, but then after that, Coastal just turned it up and beat them like a drum after that. So it was good. It was good. And all my college teams yesterday won yesterday, so I'm undefeated.
Yeah, I'm undefeated too. I'm undefeated too. Colorado won. That's all I cared about.
Oh man, I love it. I love Deion Sanders, man. I'm thinking he might become another Nick Saban or something like that. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think he's so good, and his talking skills. The guy, if he doesn't coach, the guy should just like run for president because I think the guy could probably win just by the way he talks.
Because he talking and then he go and back it up.
Yeah. I love Deion though. Deion is starting to warm up to me a little bit there. I love it though. I knew he was going to be good though. Just seeing how he just how he talks, man. He can recruit probably his ass off. All right. Sorry we got off topic there, but let's get right back into it. We're talking about the Carolina Panthers. So can Atlanta neutralize us in the red zone? Can they do it?
I'm gonna be real with you. Atlanta has the skills, coverage wise. They have the guys that can run. Like I told you before, you don't want to go man to man in that red zone with those guys, because they have some guys. AJ Terrell. Hold on. I can't remember the guy's name.
They have
Akuda.
but he's out.
Oh, he out?
Damn, another Joker out? Damn.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh yeah. Well, y'all heard it here first. Jeff Okuda is out. AJ Terrell is really the only hope. Richie Grant, Jesse Bates. Look, if you depending on Richie Grant to be that guy for your strong safety, then oh boy, you in a world of trouble. Jesse Bates is good now, but he ain't that guy.
Will Robinson with that super chat. With the $10, he said sitting in the Georgia Pigeons Stadium, 8 feet from the bench, talking mad shit. And that's what we like, baby. You give it to him, you give it to him all game. We love you, boy.
Yes,
give it to him all game while the Panthers are giving it to him all game.
Yes, sir. We love you for that, boy.
Appreciate ya.
While Bryce Young's putting his nutsack right on those Falcons' mouths.
There you go.
Yeah.
Cacao.
Wow. What did the five fingers said to the face? Slap.
Oh my God, he done start the Rick James, Charlie Murphy up in here.
Oh man, that was my favorite show back in the day. So yeah, I mean the neutralizing part definitely could be. I mean, they definitely can. I mean, we've seen how bad we've been over the years in the red zone. Honestly, I mean, we have not been very good in the red zone. I think that the highest percentage in the past 3 to 5 years has been like we've been 57% in red zone, which is not good, right?
Mm-hmm.
You need to be up in like the 70s, at least to say you're that's 70% and above is pretty good, obviously. But 57% for the past 3 to 5 years is rough. You're not getting any, that means you're not scoring any touchdowns. You're kicking a lot of field goals. So, yeah, I mean, Atlanta definitely can. They've got playmakers. They got Calais Campbell. I don't know how much he's got left. Grady Jarrett, I think, is a stud. AJ Terrell is a stud. He's good. I mean, I'm going to give him props where it's due, right? Jesse Bates is a stud. So they've got playmakers that can definitely cause us issues, especially in the red zone. Like we said with the key factors, can Zavala, make sure that Grady Jarrett's not getting any pressure? Can we move that ball up the, pound that ball down the middle into the end zone with Miles Sanders? So they definitely got some playmakers though, and they could definitely neutralize us, but we have to just be better. We just got to be better. That's it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Also, I'm gonna put this in the chat for everybody. We're doing a live watch party for all members. It's free. But for everybody else in the Discord, it is $10. So if you're watching at the bottom of our video, make sure you reserve your spot on in there. It is Cash App, money sign WQ09, and we'll get you on in there. So that's the live watch party. We'll be posting that for anybody who can't watch the game. It'll be free for all members, and everybody else is $10. So show that love.
That being said, please get your membership because we will be going live after the game. And those who are memberships that want to pull up and express themselves, you have full access to do that. We will get to everybody. Look, if you don't have a membership, well, I mean, I guess you can play around in the background. But look, we family, so we want to talk and hear from you. We really want to know what's on your mind, what you see, and your perspective. Get your membership. You do not want to lose out on some of this exclusive content and things that we bring you, and prizes and surprises and parties. Look, get it now. I'm telling y'all, it's gonna be a big difference in that membership. So hey, you know how to do it. Hit that link.
Yeah. Go do that.
Oops.
Go
I
do
put the
that.
wrong Cash App up. Hold on.
And then also goes to subscribe to Q's OnlyFans as well.
Yeah, man. Y'all know what time it
Yeah, he
is.
go
I'm sure
wow. Yeah.
showing a little skin later on, so
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cole in the
man.
building.
Y'all men, y'all go get y'all green jackets. Y'all ladies, go get your green Birkins. Okay, come
Yes,
on, be a
sir.
member.
Only fans.
Oh
So
Lord.
Yeah.
what else we got left? What else we got left?
Well, we're gonna finish it off with this. Give me all score predictions. Give me your score prediction.
It's consistent. I've been saying it for the last 2 days. 24-21. We're gonna win by a field goal. You know this Atlanta game is a chippy game. It's hard fought. It's tooth and nails. So this is one of the ones where you're gonna have to come out here. A field goal is gonna win this game, bro. I'm gonna be real with you. That's the way I see it. We close knit teams. We both got defenses and strong defenses that are gonna come out and run this ball with. So we both got question marks at quarterback as well. That's the number one thing that I was trying to get out there, but it was taking so hard to get out. We both have question marks at quarterback. We have a number one overall pick. They have a guy that was in the third round that only played 4 games and he lost 2 of the 4 games. So they really trying to see what he's going to be. So these two teams are so comparable, bro. I mean, it's going to be a tough game.
JC, what's yours?
All right. So for me, yesterday I said 21-14, but in reality, I want to say 24-17 Panthers.
Ah, okay, that's interesting. Mine's gonna be a little bit closer. I'm going 21-19. I think some freaky shit is gonna happen. But I think we still gonna take it over with the 21.
So I'm not gonna lie to you, fellas. On my preview and prediction on Friday, I picked Atlanta to win this game because I didn't know about the Brian Burns ordeal. And so now that I know that he's playing and most of our wide receivers are healthy and are playing besides DJ Chark, I feel a little bit more confident now. in this game. I think it's a 50-50 game. I think it's a toss-up game. I think this game could go either way, honestly. But I'm going to take the Panthers. I'm going to go 22-17.
Let's go.
I'm going to go 22-17. I had Atlanta winning because I thought, this is Bryce's first game. Burns contract issues, the wide receiver health issues. And it was just, and then now everything that's coming out and we're understanding that, DJ Chark's the only one out and Brian Burns is playing. So I have a new change of heart for these score predictions. So I'm going to go 22-17 Panthers.
All right, y'all. Clay is on the team today. Yes, sir. And he drinking the Kool-Aid. He with us.
Yep. So, guys, I am also going to be doing a live play-by-play, watching the Panthers game. So make sure you come and join the live stream. Guys, Black Cat Panther Podcast, I appreciate y'all being in here. Appreciate y'all joining today. Thank you for setting this up, and I'm glad that we have continued to collab, and obviously we're going to continue doing more of these. So shout out to y'all for coming on the channel today. Thank you for having me on your channel as well. So I appreciate y'all every single time you come in here, and it's always a blast hanging out with you boys.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I will see you later. We're doing our live play-by-play later on as well. So y'all show love, man. Pull on up.
So make sure you pound that like button here. Go over to the live play-by-play for the Black Cat Panther Podcast, and come join me as well. Just put them on two screens, right? You got the Black Cat Panther Podcast one. You got me. You might get to see me laugh, cry, cuss, punch a hole in my TV. Maybe not. So it just all depends on how the game goes. But make sure you join both group podcasts, YouTube channels. Make sure you join them. Subscribe, like, comment, share, do whatever you got to do to help the community out and help them continue to grow. So make sure you pound that like button and subscribe to everyone's channel. And that's today's show, folks. And everybody, keep pounding.
Keep pounding.